Weiss here with the Glue Bomb Show with a review of this kit, Moonscope. This is from AMT. There you go, AMT Moonscope. This is a George Barris design. George Barris, who I believe they call the king of the customs, he did some really cool stuff. I've been seeing this one in various places for years. It finally showed up at my local hobby shop, Science 5 and 10 in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. He was selling this off. It's from someone's collection. It's a 2003 copyright. I'm pretty sure that's a repop of an earlier kit, but it's a cool little kit. Now, I got to admit, I had some difficulties with it, but here's how we ended up. You can see the seam is pretty strong. This was, the fit was not fantastic on this kit. However, I think overall it looks pretty good. I had a good time with it, and that's what matters most. The decal starts here, goes all the way over, up and over, down the other side, and to this other flag over here. It was not particularly fun to lay. The worst part was, first of all, I ripped it, so I had to try and line it up, and then, because they decided to lay it over louvers, I ended up having to hit it with a fair amount of Solvaset to try to get it to sit around those louvers. I did not do a perfect job on it, and I think that's part of what pulled the decal a little bit out of the way. Overall, though, fun kit. I ended up using that B7000 jewelry glue on a couple pieces on this. It especially worked well for pieces that were chrome plated, where it was a little too hard to scrape, places where it was really detailed, like these antennae back here. And as a matter of fact, this particular antenna, I know they're not quite lined up. I'm going to have to do a little work on that, but you can't even see it. But this thing snapped right about here. I put a little dab of that B7000 on it, and it is looking pretty good. It went together really nicely. Overall, really nice kit. Not the cleanest build I've ever done. And like I say, I had some fit issues on that body. But this is a nice, simple little kit. This is a kit you can have a little bit of fun with. In my particular case, I had just finished building the U.S. Marines funny car, and I was hoping to start one of my Christmas kits, but I didn't have the paint. I need to order special paint, special color that wasn't readily available in any of my local hobby places, and so I had to get that online. So I thought, I have some white. I can paint this thing and get it done and build it and make an episode so y'all can have an episode. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a quick and easy build, something like this would be great. Now again, if I had it to do over again, I think since so much of the car is white, I probably would not have, I probably wouldn't have put the wheels on or the axles. I probably would have glued up the body and painted it, one color, painted it white, complete with fixing all these seams, and then I would have spray painted it and detail painted over top of that. But I can't argue with this. It was a quick, fun build. My next build is going to be another Maschinen Krieger. I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully by the time I've got the Maschinen Krieger under wraps, or at least close, my spray paint will come and I'll be able to build one of my Christmas kits. I got two kits that I am really excited to build. Of course, one of them is that Tom Daniel Pie Wagon. My guess is you might have already seen that, because if I build that, I want to try and promote that for Atlantis, because I love that they are doing Tom Daniel stuff. So if I get that one, you probably will have seen that before this. I'm waiting on paint for it right now. They did cast it in the right color, but I don't like to put out my kits in raw plastic, plastic that's not been painted, because I don't think they look as realistic if you don't paint them. That might just be a quirk on my part, but I'm waiting for the right color paint to come in for that one, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, you might actually see that before this, because I do these a couple weeks in advance. But it's a nice kit. It worked pretty well. Had a good time with it. It'll look good on my shelf. It's not perfect. It's got a few flaws, but I had fun. It's a quick build. It has no engine. It's more or less curbside, I guess, except for the fact that I think it's supposed to be an electric vehicle, which means the little piece that I put in probably is the engine. It's probably just a small electric motor. But this is an example, a really good example of George Barris's work. George Barris is one of those great designers. There's a couple of them. Ed Roth, of course, being another one, and my favorite designer, Tom Daniel, and that pie wagon is one of his. So I love to build these guys' stuff. It's unusual, a little quirky. I like building straight up cars too, but I love building the strange stuff, and this is a pretty strange one. I wish I had done a little better job painting those seats. For some reason, I just couldn't quite get those lines straight, but I had fun, and that's good because model building is supposed to be fun. So if you see one of these out and about, pick it up and give it a shot. Take care.